set. Here's the pitch. And that one skied to left field. Schnarr under it will make the catch. One retired.
Right fielder number 15, Blvd.
Bateman last season, 14 Ks, known for being a ground ball pitcher. Really focuses on getting that ball into his zone, getting that contact. As that one going to be called for a strike on the inner half. Bateman rocks and fires. That one going to be raced to Tycho, who makes the catch quickly, 2 down. Nice play from the Conestoga shortstop. As that one was hit on the screws, Tycho able to react, quickly retiring Rothwell. River Johnston now stepping in. Gonna be her first at-bat of the season. Bateman working quickly. 2 down here in the top of the first. That one a foul tip. Not going to be held on to there by Stevens nonetheless. 1 strike. Quick meeting in the circle for the Condors. Johnston had 17 hits last season. As that is going to be, I believe, a hit batter, which will have the first base runner on for the Hawks. Now stepping in. That one going to be called strike at the bottom of the zone. Stevens taking over the catching roles for Kennedy Schnarr, who is now in left field. Schnarr has played a lot of left field in the past, most notably in her summer team this past summer. Very comfortable in that position as that one is going to be bounced into the Conestoga dugout. Really liking Bateman early on in this inning, going right after hitters, making sure that he hits her spots. It's been a focus for these Conestoga pitchers in the preseason. Something that they let you get ahead of these hitters, really put them on their back foot, and then go to work with some of the off speed. That one just inside. 2 strikes and a ball to count. Really seeing Bateman working on that inner half, trying to avoid these Hawks from getting their hands extended. As that ball going to be sent foul. And we will do it again. Bit of a windy evening, that could play a factor here today. Once that ball gets into the jet stream, it has a lot of action on it, tailing both to left and right. Is that one going to be up and away? That draws the count even. Humber concluded their 2024-25 season with a very impressive 19-5 record, a .792 winning percentage. Had a better record at home versus on the road. 2 more losses as that one is going to be bounced foul. A lengthy battle here for Bateman, seeing if he can get the K and get out of it. A top out. Very good numbers offensively. That one's going to be down and a bit outside. That runs the count full. Move off on the pitch. Looks like it's shading a bit to left field. This one going to be high. It's going to be the same with the position to reach. Oh, that's all big balls. Good snap for her first appearance. Here comes her second. That one's by. Rising it up and will make the catch. That will end the top of the first. Couple reach baits. Shuts the door.
Short step to Kelly.
Kelly Tycho set to get things started for the Condors in the bottom half of the inning. She'll be followed by Schnarr, Pohl, Ernst, Smith, Kemper, Kennedy Schnarr, Akey, Stevens. We get set for the first pitch. Squares and pitch are going to be called for a strike. Michael, known as a slap hitter, does a great job getting the ball to the left side of the field. And with those quick legs, she's able to leg a lot of these balls out. As that one slapped and going to find the seats. It really proved to be a challenge for opponents last season. Really like to run. Did an amazing job incorporating that into their game plans. Set a new record last season, passing 83 stolen bases. That one fouled off as well, which was led by Tycho with 30, another Condors record, and was atop the league by more than 20. 28 more steals separating Tycho from the next closest person. One going to be called strike 3. Tycho will be out on strikes. Schnarr set to get things started for her first plate appearance. Takes that one on the outside corner for a strike. Schnarr had an even 20 hits, batting .317 last season. Very impressive numbers. She swings through that one quickly in the hole, 0-2. Hanson quickly works that one. Going to be called strike 3 as back-to-back Ks for Hanson. Something that is not new for Shade Hanson, as she holds the record for 4 strikeouts in a single season. She makes quick work of hitters really dominating that strike zone. Spends a lot of time in there continuing to fire strikes, getting ahead of hitters. Pohl awaits. That one going to be Henson last season had another 100K year, racking up 109 dead studs. She had best in NCAA. Also going with the lowest ERA. That one's going to be outside. So right after the Condors, as she's done for the past couple years, always good, just makes it really good for speed. Good job. One of the newcomers to this Conestoga team looking to get the score, and that one going to be swung to strike three as Hanson strikes out the side. Stepping into the box, and it is going to be Fitzgerald, as she is going to start the top of the second. Nate Fitzgerald, one of the newcomers to this team, that places that one foul. Fitzgerald, the BC native, one of a few rookies in the starting lineup for this Humber Hawks team. Off of one. That one. Trying to sit on the corner. That one just missed. Down for the Hawks, first base hit of the game. Hawks hit now to base. Shortstop. That one going to be called for a strike. Getting ahead early on in counts. Connors in bug deep, swung through that one. They continues to pound the speed. She got it. Into the corner, and that is going to be the first strikeout for Bateman this season. Which we previously mentioned. Also getting a bit more of a workload at 32 and a third innings pitched. Going to be getting a good chunk of the workload this season as well, as she is the veteran. That one calls for a strike. Run now upset. That one fired. Hit high. 1 on, 1 away in the second as that was side. Unable to play. Then continue to get close. Straight to throw down. Not in time as it's going to be a stolen base for Fitzgerald. For Bateman, however. As I mentioned, with a few questions surrounding this pitching staff, there's no doubt that Conestoga has the right person for the job. And that one slowed over the hard going to come in to score. So to be a stand-up double. Or is it? Over now up. Score position. That one soft contact. Icky Fields flips on over to not recovering, and that will end the inning. Break. For her first plate appearance of the new season. Very impressive offensive numbers. The Argentine star center fielder crushed 5 home runs last season, driving in 20. By far her best season offensively, also slashing 359, 419, and 641. A lot of thump in that bat. See if she can find something here against Anthony. She rips one down the right field line. That one going to be foul. As Hansen again out early 0-2 on Ernst. Hansen's Ks per 9 is unearthly here as she has last season over 11 Ks per 9. So we mentioned just continuing to be in that zone. Does an amazing job as she continues to fire the ball in there, changing speeds and locations. A true pitcher's pitcher. Hansen set and delivers. As that one up and in, getting out of the way is Ernst. That's going to put the count to 1-2. Ernst set, and another one that's going to sail into the stands. It's a bit late on that one. Continue to do a good job keeping her hands back, staying on the ball. Power and impact were very evident in Ernst's last season. 1 double, 1 triple, and those 5 home runs. As that one going to hit off the shortstop, and Ernst going to leg it out. Hit that one right on the nose, and that one is going to eat up Jensen, and Conestoga has a base runner.
Next, DP number 9, Brooke Smith.
Smith now set. That one going to catch the outside part of the plate. Smith, one of these rookies here for the Condors. The Milton native is going to be the DP for this first game of the doubleheader, as she's just under that one, fouling it off. That one going to be just slow. Hanson early on in the game really living on that outer part of the portion, seeing if she can stay out there, getting those calls, forcing the hitters to try to expand the zone. As that one skied to center field, under it and making the catch. That is going to require Smith. Hilbert making the catch.
At bat, right fielder number 14, Michaela Kemper.
Kemper now into the box. Played 24 games, a majority in right field. Had 15 hits last season, driving in 12. Very productive at the plate. Outfield shifting her a bit to the outside as Ernst takes off running. And she is going to have the first stolen base for the Condors. We mentioned it earlier, Conestoga not afraid to run. Really makes such a difference on the way pitchers handle the game and the defense having to make those throws. By wreaking this havoc on the base paths, you're really getting into the pitcher's head, making them focus a bit more on the run game, which might force a mistake. Going to be a strike on Kemper. And that one slapped foul. Good job staying alive from Michaela Kemper. Kemper switching numbers from 18 to 14. Is that one going to be taken low for a ball? 2-2 our count, one away here in the bottom of the second. Conestoga threatening with a runner in scoring position, seeing if they can cash it in as they trail 1-0. That one in on the fist, able to fight it off. Another good at-bat forming here early in this game as Kemper continue to fight off some tough pitches. Then you get to see a bit more pitches here. You just get a little bit more information. Is that one going to be chopped to shortstop? Jensen through her legs. Ernst advancing on the play. Conestoga, runners on the corners, only one away. Seeing if they can get something deep. And they have the right bat at the plate to do it. It's going to be Kennedy Schnarr. Schnarr, 21 hits. One of several Condors to surpass that number. Second best in RBI, driving in 17. A very clutch hitter for this team as she is set to deliver that one through. And it's going to be a stolen base. And Ernst coming in to score on the throwdown. That'll even us up at one apiece. Kemper also moving up on the play. Conestoga continue to showcase that speed. One of their biggest strengths has been the speed, caught up with new coach Dallas Kipfer earlier. He said that has always been part of their game, and they continue to do it exceptionally well. Other strengths he's really seen early on has been, while being a new team, the camaraderie is exceptionally good, and the defensive mobility, when it is on, they are arguably one of the best teams in the league in that category, as that one going to be fouled off from Schnarr. To the count here on the Conestoga left fielder. Other runner in scoring position as we await the pitch. And that is going to be called strike 3. Two away here as stepping up to plate momentarily after a quick meeting on the mound. It's going to be Kira Aki.
At first base, number 8, Kira Aki.
Aki, the first baseman, had a stellar rookie campaign. Actually played in all 24 games for the Condors. 23 hits, 2 doubles, 14 RBI, batting .354. Very good numbers from number 8. Really got the majority of the reps over at first base and really commanded that starting role. Racked up 126 putouts with a very impressive fielding percentage of .985. It was a great job at picking the ball out of the dirt and recognizing those throws early on from her infielders. That one going to be called a strike. 1-1 our count. And there is strike 2 fired in by Hansen. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runner on second for the Condors, seeing if they can try to get the lead. And time going to be granted by the home plate umpire. And swinging through that one is Aki. Hansen going to get the strikeout, add 2 more to her total. She's quickly up to 5. Conestoga answers back as they get the run. Danny Ertz coming in to score. We're 1-1 at the end of 2. Rothwell stepping back in for the second plate appearance. The one is that one. Hot shot to the hot corner. It's going to be knocked down. They will not have a throw. As that one was laced and ate up poor a little bit. Good job nonetheless from Conestoga third base on keeping the ball on the infield. That's going to bring up River Johnston. That one smoked to left field, and it is out of here. River Johnston jumps on the first pitch, sending it out in a hurry, and that's going to put the Hawks up 3-1. Veloci now stepping up in a game against Conestoga back on September 7th last season. She went 3 for 4 as that one going to find spot through the left side of the infield. Quickly fired on back in by Schnarr. It's going to be a base hit for Veloci. And Humber in the third has something cooking as they have 3 consecutive hits. standing on the mound between Bateman and Bishop. Resume Greer the batter. One on Conestoga with love here. We are set to resume. Starting second baseman. Strike one. Very good on base percentage in the 400s. Continue to do a good job as she continue to work count and find a way on base any way she can. Down 0-2 here. 0 for 1 on the night as she calls time. On the field as something. On the field, we're going to pause momentarily. Bateman delivers that one, going to be fouled off as that ball rose up a little bit on Greer. Keys to the game for the Humber Hawks, who are coached by 9-year veteran Dwayne Bowles, is continue to have good at-bats, continuing to have those length at-bats, seeing a lot of pitches, as that is going to be strike three on the off-speed pitch from Bateman. Another K for her. That's her third. The other key to the game for the Hawks is just taking it one inning at a time. You don't want to think too far ahead in the game. Just continue to take it one play at a time. Continue to do the fundamentals and take it one out at a time, as that one going to be fired in for a strike. That one going to be sent to left field. Schnarr sizing it up, makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Veloci. 2 down. Good bounce back here from Bateman as she is able to get 2 quick outs.
Number 10, Jensen.
Jensen stepping back up to the plate. Called out on strikes in her last plate appearance. She thinks of that one. Runner taking off. Fired down. Tycho was able to get the tag a little bit late, as that is going to be a stolen base for Veloci. Runner now in scoring position, 2 away, and another nice pitch from Bateman, able to get the swing and miss, ahead 0-2. Bateman in the driver's seat, seeing if she can get out of it. Offered at it, just missing a bit outside. Pretty good. Looked like a bit that Jensen wanted to offer at it, held up. Works the count. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there it is. Called out on strikes. Jensen goes down looking. Nonetheless, Humber gets 2 off the home run from Johnston. They lead the Condors 3-1.
Leading off the bottom of the third, Greater Condors is captain number 13, Madison Stevens.
Addison Stevens set to get things started for the Condors in the bottom of the inning. Going to be her first at-bat with the team. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Stevens, native of Listowel, and she takes another strike. Henson continuing to deal early on in the game. Number of first pitch strikes. Now it looks like home plate umpire saw something going out for a quick conversation. All set to resume. 0-2 the count on Stevens. Hanson gets the sign. And that is strike 3, another K for Shade Hanson.
The order for the Condors with shortstop number 2, Kelly Tycho.
Tycho stepping up for her second at-bat. Struck out back in the top of the first. Going to be looking to get on the board. Led the team last season with 29 hits. Squares to bunt, pulling it back. Very impressive average from Tycho, playing in all 24 games as well for the Condors. Batting .382. As she stops that one, it's going to hit off the screen. Tycho not wearing the cage, has a chin guard on, however. Is that one going to be up and in? 2 balls, 1 strike. Second time through the order. Is that one going to be called? Evening up 2-2. Michael slaps that one. It's going to find the seats. And a nice catch from one of our spectators. All set to do it again. Still 2-2. Tycho continuing to work the count in the second time through the lineup for Hanson. That one ripped through the right side of the infield, and Tycho has a base hit. Now let's see if the run game is in effect. As we mentioned earlier, Tycho, 30 stolen bases. The more impressive stat, however, only caught 1 time. Does a good job reading pitchers, able to get off that base with exceptional speed, picking her spots very well. Sporting that signature pink guard on her left arm. Schnarr said, there goes Tycho, as that one going to be fouled off. The count to 0-2. Schnarr was also set down looking back in the first. See if Tycho is off and running. She is not, and that is strike 3.
Third base number 16, Nevaeh Bull.
Bull now stepping in, getting the start at third base. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. That one taken for a ball. Quick pop from the catcher. That's going to be Laurent. Might have thought that Tycho was taking off. Look, Tycho running, that one smoked into left field, over the head. Tycho will score easily. And it's going to be a stand-up double. Now coming to third. And safe. As the throw pulled the third baseman out into foul territory, recognizing it beautifully was Paul. And she moves up to third. And going to get her first hit and first RBI.
Up next, center fielder number 5, Danny Ernst.
Great piece of hitting from Nevaeh Paul as she smoked that one into left field. And the Condors cut into the lead, now trailing by 1. Runner in scoring position, Danny Ernst up to bat. As she will fight that one off. That one rode in a bit on her hands. Ernst always a threat with the long ball, but continue to have good at-bats. She'll take what is given to her, never strictly looking for the home run ball. Doesn't change her swing too much, doesn't drop that shoulder at all. A very good approach for number 5. That one was taken for a ball. 1-1 the count. 2 away here in the Condors half of the inning. Seeing Conestoga really working the count, having seen Hansen already once so far. That one going to be called for a strike, evening us up 2-2, 2 outs, runner on third. Seeing if Ernst can cash in Paul. A little bit more of a defensive approach possibly from Ernst, as that one is hammered but will find the seats down the right field line. Ernst continue to let the ball travel a little bit, seeing if she can use the whole field on that right side. There's the pitch, and another foul ball. Ernst hanging in tough against Hansen. This battle set to continue. And another foul ball, really seeing every pitch that Hansen has to offer. All of that information going into this at-bat definitely will be relayed once she gets back to the dugout. Ernst a very tough out. One of the things that Coach Kipper really focused on was continue to do the little things right and continuing to have pro at-bats. As that one skied up, it is going to be out of play. Ernst stays alive. Having those pro at-bats, like was mentioned in the pregame when I talked to Dallas Kipper, just being able to be selective, not throwing the at-bat away by swinging at a pitcher's pitch, and just being able to find the spot that you have, going up with your game plan, and executing on a mistake. And Hansen going to win the battle as Ernst strikes out. And in the third, Conestoga gets another run. Tycho coming in to score off of Paul's excellent RBI double.
Catcher number 13, Jessica Garan.
LeBron set to go. Victim of the K is squares to bunt and will bunt through that one. Excellent pitch from Bateman. See Condors in bunt defense here after seeing that one. both Aki and Paul in on the corners, trying to bring that one down. Unsuccessful there was Stevens. That one going to be a bit outside as well. 2 balls, 1 strike here on the round. Bateman sets, delivers. That one going to be a bit high as well. 3-1 the count. We're on seeing what she can do now in the driver's seat. Played in 12 games last season. That one going to be called for a strike. Count is for Jessica Laronde. In limited at-bats last season, had 3 hits. Struggled a little bit with the K's, totaling 10. Peyton would love to get it here as that one is pulled foul. Around now in her sophomore season. For this Hawk squad, seeing if she can get things started here in the top of the 4th. That one going to be popped up. Michael taking control, and she secures it. That will be the first out.
Left fielder number 9, Maddie Friesen.
Friesen now stepping up. Had that double back in second. As there will be a meeting on the circle. Conestoga in the regular season had a winning record of 13-11, better here at Bud Park versus on the road. They opened the season up with a winning streak, as that were going to be called for a strike. Saw a little bit of action in both bullpens as some different pitchers getting loose. Bateman ready and the pitch. As that one going to be sent, giving chase is Kemper. That one is going to bounce. That one is in fair territory. And it is going to be a base hit for Friesen.
To the top of the Hawks with center fielder number 3, Shea Hilbert.
Lineup turns over now for Hilbert. 0 for 2 on the day is the Humber Hawks center fielder. Has a big lead from Friesen. See if she's in motion. In on the corners, heading towards the sidelines, giving chase is pulled. That one a little bit out of her reach. One thing you've really seen in talking with this Condors team has been the change from their first practice to now. This team is really having great chemistry. Communication is off the charts. They really do a good job making sure everybody is on the same page. As that one hit back to the circle, taking the shutout at first is Bateman. That is going to retire Hilbert. And moving up on the play is Friesen.
Right fielder number 15, Riley Rothwell.
Rothwell back to the plate, 1 for 2 on the night as she gets set against Bateman. She smokes that one, and it is going to get over the head of Ernst, rolling all the way to the warning track. 1 run in, racing around third, and it is going to be a stand-up triple for Rothwell. Friesen coming in to score on the play. Johnston, one of the senior members of this team, had that long home run an inning ago. As that one bounces away a bit quickly, reeled in by Stevens. Johnston awaits Rothwell on third. Swung through that one. Good mixed from Bateman. Catches her out front. Time going to be called. This Condor team very well rounded from speed to the clutch hit. The lineup depth is exceptional in this team. This team continues to do the little things right. Trailing here in this one. Good frame from Stevens, unable to get the call. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away here in the top of the fourth. Conestoga trailing 4-2. One whip going to be foul as Rothwell ducks out of the way and giving a little, hey, watch where you're aiming that one. Count is even. Bateman looking for the put-away pitch. That one going to be fought off, but in on the handle. That one definitely does not feel nice off the hands of Johnston, shaking it out. All set to do it again. Bateman looking to get out of the jam. That one going to be up and in. Count full. Payoff pitch. I believe that one hitting off of Johnston. Little shaken up after it. Going to walk it off. Count remains full. Bateman kicks, fires. That one going to be up and away. And Johnston going to work the walk. That's going to bring up third baseman Reese Veloci. Veloci 1 for 1, also having that walk back in the first. Couple quick defensive communication there from Stevens. Looks like Shaw playing a little bit in left field. Ernst deep at center. Outfield definitely shifted to the pull side here for Veloci. Bateman set the rise ball. That one thrown down. And I believe the ball never was quite secured in Teichel's glove. And that is going to bring in Rothwell. (5-2) our score after the run coming in. That one whipped. It's going to be foul. 2 away. Felucci still at the plate. That one going to be sent over to Kemper. Takes a step in now, a couple steps back, securing the ball. That will end the inning. Nice catch there from Michaela Kemper. 2 runs in the inning for Humber. They lead 5-2, heading to the bottom half of the inning.
In the top of the 4th, 2 runs off of 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Your score 5-2 Humber.
Smith set to get things started. DP for the Condors. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. Going to take that for ball 1. Smith, the utility player for the Condors. Love to see that if you're a coach, just being able to put them in a bunch of different situations. That one called for a strike. Having that versatility in the lineup really allows you to have a lot of fun when making some changes later in the game. Injury happens, something like that, you're able to move a lot of these players around, most of them playing multiple positions. Hansen ahead, looking for the K. Already has 8 in the game. And there is number 9 as Smith goes down.
Right fielder number 14, Michaela Kemper.
One hit softly, racing after it, and a diving catch. Nice play. That is going to require Kemper off a sliding catch from Greer.
Next.
Wind really knocked that one down, having to come quite a distance. Was Marley Greer able to slide under it and secure it? It's going to be 2 down for the Condors. Schnarr up at the bat as the sun continues to set here at Bud Park. Conestoga trailing by 3 have had a number of comeback wins. One of the most notable games was that 10-7 win. They had a dramatic 8th inning surge back last year. This game really plays to Conestoga's strengths. They really just showcase their grit and ability as that one sent over to the soccer field. Big swing from Kennedy Schnarr. Conestoga is able to adapt to what they're being given depending on the pitcher, seeing what the conditions are, such as tonight where it's quite windy. As that one going to get past Schnarr for a strike, evening us up 2-2. Just really that late game energy that Conestoga has. They never take a minute off, are always right invested in the game as Schnarr sets. That is going to be called strike 3. An even 10 Ks for Hansen as Conestoga goes in order.
For the Condors, in the bottom of the 4th, nothing across. Your score through 4 innings of play, 5-2 Humber Hawks. Leading off the fifth for the Hawks, second base, number 11, Marley Greer.
Bateman back on to work the fifth, going to be tasked with Greer as the first batter faced. Greer in the bottom of the fourth had that nice catch at second base. Bateman starts her off with a strike on the outer half. Been a couple hard hit balls, but for the most part, Bateman doing a great job painting the corners. Is that one going to miss just a bit low? Greer currently 0 for 2 on the night. That one going to be a bit low. Greer in her sophomore campaign, very good numbers in her rookie year, looking to build off that here. One of the things that has been a focus for this Hawks team is the urgency. Every time that they touch the field is continuing to be as good as they were in their previous game, continuing to put their best foot forward no matter the situation. To count even 2-2, and reaching for that one was Greer, getting the strikeout. Bateman.
DP number 18, Peyton Fitzgerald.
It's going to be 6 Ks on the evening for Bateman, continuing to get a lot of swing and miss in her first start of the season. It's going to bring up Peyton Fitzgerald. Bateman going to start her off with a pitch a little bit in and low. Fitzgerald, catcher and infielder by trade, as she is going to be the designated hitter here tonight. Swinging through that one, Bateman now evening it back up. We're seeing a lot of mixes in location as well as speeds from Bateman, continuing to have these hitters guess as that one skied to the left center gap and is going to be past the outstretched glove of Ernst, rounding second, heading towards third is Fitzgerald, and there will be no throw. Peyton Fitzgerald gets another hit. It's going to be a stand-up triple.
Next for the Hawks, shortstop number 10, Ella Jensen.
One away, runner on third for Bateman to deal with. Jensen now the batter. Jensen lets that one. That one will be a ball. 2-0 the count for the Hawks shortstop, looking for her first hit of the season. Bateman looking to strand the runner at third. Check swing, that one called for a strike. Has some action in the bullpen for the Condors. That's going to be Reagan Jacqueline warming up. Two great pitches from Bateman, evening it back up. Resilient as they come. There's the pitch. That one going to be inside outed into left field in front of Schnarr. She fires it on to her sister, holding the runner on at first. That will bring in another run, however, as Fitzgerald in to score. With that hit, that is going to end the night for Bateman. A very good start for her. A number of strikeouts, and now coming into the game is going to be number 17, Reagan Jacqueline, another rookie for this team. Good mix of rookies and veteran players here for the Condors.
Up for the Hawks, catcher number 13, Jessica Ferrand.
Jacqueline now set to pitch. Akey in at first, not holding the runner on. That one going to be up and in on LaRonde. Jensen over at first off the RBI single. A good looking pitch. That one just a bit too far. Jacqueline set to deliver. One in there for a strike. Looks like bunt defense again for the Condors. Outfielders playing straight up. And swinging through that one is LaRonde. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. As Jacqueline looking for her first OCAA strikeout. And she got it. Throws her on the outside. Going to be the first K for Jacqueline.
Fielder number 9, Maddie Friesen.
Friesen now stepping up to the. Going to be greeted by Jacqueline. Corner still in. As that one going to be just missing a bit outside. Friesen very productive in the 9 spot. 2 for 2 so far here tonight. Has another runner on. She's already driven in 1. That one going to be high. A big lead there for Jensen. And Stevens going to look her back. Runner taking off, tight goal! And going to be sliding in is Jensen. Throw down just a little bit in front from Stevens. It's going to be a stolen base, the first of the year for Ella Jensen. That one in there for a strike. Humber currently 9 hits to Conestoga's 2. Have those 2 errors from earlier on in the game. Currently leading 6-2. That one going to be just slow. Working the walk is Friesen. Two on, 2 away. Back to the top of the order as Shea Hilpert digs in. And she fisted that one up. That is going to be called a foul ball. Runners head back to the bases. We are set to do it again. As that one rode in on, Hilbert was able to get a piece of it. Nonetheless, play called dead by the home plate umpire. And fires in another strike, does Jacqueline. Quickly ahead, 0-2. That one skips in. Good block from Stevens, keeping it in front of her, holding the runners. Looks that one looks like it might have caught part of the zone. Nonetheless, going to be called a ball. Twos all around, 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count. As Jacqueline looking to get out of it. That one going to miss, loading the count. Runners off on the pitch. Count full, Humber threatening. And that is going to be called strike 3. Couple runners on, but Jacqueline shuts the door.
For the Hawks in the top of the fifth, 1 run off of 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners were left on.
Kirihiki set to get things started for the Condors, half of the fifth. Hansen back to work and quickly ahead, 0-1. Back in 2023, Hansen broke Humber's single-season strikeout record, shattering that record, which the mark was 54, set by 2019 pitcher Buchanan. She did so back on September 21st against the Sheridan Bruins, and the best part of that was she wasn't even aware of it. She said after the game that I didn't even know I broke it until someone told me, and I was like, oh. It really speaks to her focus in the circle and her drive to continue to pitch very effectively for her team, as she is going to rack up another K as Aki goes down.
The catcher, number 13, Addison Stevens.
Stevens back up. Done a great job in her first start for the Condors as their starting catcher. Gonna swing through that one. Hansen continuing to just dissect Conestoga hitters, doing a good job mixing those pitches. You're seeing a lot of different locations as well, as that one skied straight up, heading back towards us here. And it is going to be 0-2 the count on Stevens. Struck out back in the third. Looking for better fortunes here. And he will strike out again as Hansen gets her. That's going to flip the lineup back over for Kelly Teichel.
To the top of the order for the Condors is shortstop number 2, Kelly Teichel.
Tycho set, try to get things going, start a spark for the Condors here in the 5th inning. That one called for a strike. Tycho's quickness and instincts really is putting pressure on the pitchers and infielders alike. That she's a great leadoff threat for this team and a real spark plug in the lineup as she squares to bunt. That one going to be called for a strike. Quickly down 0-2. Tycho, like so many hitters tonight, quickly down 0-2. Chops that one on to second base. Brought in by Greer. Fired on in time. Tycho retired. Conestoga goes in order in the 5th. 6-2 our score heading to the 6th. Tyler Rothwell back in, currently 2 for 3 on the night. Jacqueline back out for her second inning of work after coming in for relief for the starter Bateman. Thought about it, that one going to be called for a strike. Dwayne Boyle, in his 8th season, now 9th season, bringing the long-term leadership to this program, really credited his assistants, especially Maddie Costa, for her game plan. Credited her as being, quote, a genius for her game plan and the way she calls the game. It's a great coaching staff on both sides of the field. As we get set to resume, Rothwell, great month of September last season, had 7 multi-hit games. She is going to go down on strikes.
First base number 16, River Johnston.
River Johnston having that offensive power already showcased once here this evening, as we mentioned earlier, that home run. Johnston had 2 last season. Has a lot of pop in that little bit of swing and miss as well. See if Jacqueline can capitalize on that one as she gets the strike, evening it back up 1-1. Both of these teams bringing a good mix of veteran presence, really able to help lead their younger players. And you're seeing some of these younger players get starts early on in the season. This is the season opener for the OCAA softball, and a lot of these rookies getting some starts, getting a chance to prove themselves on the big stage. That one called a strike right on the inner part. 2-2 the count here on Johnston. Really going out and in is Jacqueline, keeping her guessing. That one hit too short. Michael's got it, fires on to first in time, and Johnston goes down. Score that a 6-3 put out.
Up next, third base number 7, Reese Veloci.
Veloci was second on the team last season in hits with 22. Very good offensive numbers as well. 333 average, 438 on base percentage, and 1 more point in her slugging percentage. Drove in a team-leading 14 hits while walking 12 times. A very good eye at the plate. Something Jacqueline is going to try to challenge her with, see if she can get some strikes early on her. As that one hit off the end of the bat to Akey, she'll take it herself. Steps on first, and the Hawks go 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. Good inning for Jacqueline.
6-2, still your score, headed to the bottom.
6-2 our score, heading to the bottom of the 6th. Conestoga 6 outs remaining, trying to come back for the win.
Condors number 6, Abby Schnarr.
Abby Schnarr set to get things started for the Condors half of the 6th inning. A victim of the K a couple times here, sitting like many of her teammates. Hansen been dealing all night long. Number of first pick strikes, really just dominating that zone, getting ahead early on. Even consider the amount of 0-2 counts the Condors have been in. We mentioned it earlier, by just being in that 0-2 count, you're put right on the defensive and really having to try to work counts. Schnarr start 0-1, as that one going to be popped up and out of play. And once again, Hansen ahead, 0-2. Schnarr looking for her first hit. Also plays on the ball. Is that one going to be up on the Conestoga second baseman? Do have to give credit where credit is due for these Condors as they continue. Once they get in that 0-2 count, they continue to work counts, fighting off tough pitches, and continue to try to battle back in counts, looking for something they can hit. That one up and a little bit high, going to be drawn even 2-2. Schnarr continuing to battle, see if she can find something to hit. Who on Hansen, who has been virtually unhittable. As that one popped up, racing for it, going to be just out of the reach of Johnston. That one fired in to be up and away. Full count on Schnarr. Another good at bat for the veteran second baseman. On base percentage of 386, continuing to work her walks. As that one going to be popped up on the infield, calling for it is the catcher Larone, and that is going to retire Schnarr.
Third base number 16, Nevaeh Paul.
Nevaeh Paul stepping back up to the plate, had that clutch hit back in the third, cutting into the Hawks' lead. Was able to advance on the throwing error. As she looks at that one, a little bit of motion, holds back, going to be a ball. One sent off of the screen, going to be even 1-1. Paul, homegrown talent right here in Kitchener. Another utility player. That one skips in, going to send the count to 2-1. That's exactly what we're talking about there. Just recognizing that pitch out of the hand, out of Hansen, being able to recognize if it's a ball or a strike and gear up for what you're about to do with it. It's good recognition from the Condors. That one popped up, another soft contact, taken in by third baseman Veloci, and quickly 2 are retired in the 6th.
Center fielder number 5, Dan Ernst.
Ernst now set for her at bat. That one sent again to the right side of the field. Might be a bit of a different approach here from Ernst as she's really letting that ball travel, trying to shoot it to the right field side of the field. Really doing a good job letting the ball travel, getting to see the most of it as she leans away from that one. Going to be called a strike. Looked like that one was a little bit in. Nonetheless, 0-2 count on Ernst. That one fouled off. It's going to be a brief hit off of the catcher, and that one will keep Ernst alive at the dish. Danny Ernst, as hot as they come, went up to the plate. Great impact as shoots that one again and will find the seats. She's really transformed to a solid contributor, one of the most fearsome offensive threats, clutch performing in key situations for the Condors. You saw that a number of times last year. You're going to want to keep your eyes on her this season, continuing to be in the prime of her collegiate career. That one taken high, going to be a ball. 1-2 the count here on Danny Ernst. Hansen delivers that one chopped to Johnson over at first, and she will take it herself, beating Ernst by a step and a half. Conestoga goes 1-2-3 in the 6th. We head to the 7th. Our score 6-2 Hawks. Greer back up to that. Currently 0 for 3. Did flash the leather earlier on, robbing the Condors of a hit. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Jacqueline continuing to pitch for the Condors here in the 7th. Jacqueline set, delivers. That one going to be fought off foul towards the end of the bat. We're seeing Jacqueline avoid the barrel, something very key for every pitcher. You want to be in the strike zone, but you don't want to be serving up meatballs by any means. Continuing to just be able to find the sweet spot, avoiding that barrel, high-low changing as that one runs inside a little bit. On Greer, she's able to get out of the way. 3-1 the count on Greer. And she will work the walk.
Number 18, Fitzgerald.
It's going to bring up Fitzgerald. Good day at the plate. Already a triple and a single so far. She sits 2 for 3 on the evening as the sun continuing to go down. Lights turned on here at Bud Park. And Jacqueline gets ahead with the first pitch strike. That one will sweep through Stevens. Moving up on the play is Greer. Runner now in scoring position for Jacqueline to deal with. That one, check swing. I believe a foul ball is going to be called. Might have got a piece of that one. Jacqueline rocks and fires. Good frame, just missing a little bit outside. Set to resume. Jacqueline looking to get the out. That one dropped foul. Battle continuing here. And there's the punch out. Getting the K on Fitzgerald. Jacqueline's got another one. That's going to give her 3.
Shortstop number 10, Zilla Jensen.
Jensen now up 1 for 3. Had that clutch hit earlier. And she hit a base hit. Icky in at first, preventing against the bunt. Runner on second, 1 away. That one skips. Ken Vaughn sliding into third, beating the throw is going to be Greer. That ball skipped in. Good block nonetheless by Stevens. Able to keep it in front of her, fired on, and the tag was applied by Pohl, just a hair late. Humber knocking on the door, trying to pad their lead. As turning away from that one on the inner half. Jacqueline's got her sign. That one going to be called for a strike. Seeing the little adjustments these pitchers are making, any little bit of lean they have, anything that allows that ball to tail a little bit too much. You want as much control as possible when delivering. That one going to be high, and working the rock is Jensen. Rond back up to the... Now stepping back up, has 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. Double play is in order. See if the runner is in motion, trying to stay out of that one. See Conestoga over up on defense. Tycho sneaking behind Pohl, covering third as Pohl and Akey were coming in for the bunt. Now a couple signs being given from Stevens, making sure all the Condors defenders are aware of the play, know exactly where it's coming. Just underneath that one a bit, sent right back to the screen. Jacqueline set that one, fired that one in the dirt. That one sent on down. They cut the throw, coming home. And safe. It but it appears, I believe, Greer might have got under the tag. Conestoga just going to come up for a quick explanation from the umpire. I believe that left hand just got under the tag applied by Stevens. You saw Schnarr cut the throw that was coming down to second. Also moving up on the play, Jensen will be on third. Runner on third, one away. Conestoga looking to stop the damage here. That one, we're going to be called for a strike. Declan fires, delivers. That one swinging, that one skipping through. Growling it and coming in to score on the pass ball is Jensen. It also was ball four, so we're going to have a runner on first as well. As LaRonde going to move up on the base on ball. She is now on first. 2 in here in the 7th. Runner taking off. That one shot into right field. Player on a bounce. The throw coming in. And that is going to get by Paul. Hitting off the fence. Run coming in to score as LaRonde goes first to home. And Friesen delivers another clutch hit as she hits a base hit to right field. And moving up to second on the play.
No.
Shea Hilpert held hitless thus far, looking to break through for the Hawks. As she chops that one right up the middle and heading up to Ertz. Now rounding, coming home. Here's the throw and the play at the plate. She is out. Great throw from Danny Ertz. Cuts down the runner at home. As Hilpert up to second. Going to be Hilpert's first base hit of the season. But Friesen going to be cut down at the plate. It's going to be the first outfield assist for Ernst. That one shot down the right field line, heading out of play. Jacqueline gets ahead 0-1. That one shot up. Diving stop. No, it's going to sneak through under the glove. Another throw from Ernst. And that one is going to bounce to the screen. Run will come in to score as Stevens looks the runner back. Rothwell going to get a hit as Hilpert coming in to score. Another strong throw from Danny Ernst, trying to cut down the runner. No luck on that one.
16.
Ernst last season had 10 assists from center field. Already with one as she's cut down the runner as a strike going to be called on River Johnston. That one up and away, big lead from Rothwell. She's got her sign And the pitch, that one hit and a diving drive from Schnarr. Rounding, here comes the throw. Kemper, big throw. As that one in out of the glove of Stevens, moving up on the throw goes Johnston. Shaw with base hit, plus the advance on the throw. 2 in scoring position for the Hawks.
At bat, number 7, Reese Veloci.
Reese Veloci now coming up to bat. The 9th hitter faced in the inning. As Conestoga looking to get out of it. After was playing deep, that one off the top of the glove, coming in, back in a throw, and that one going to squeak through the legs of Jacqueline as she tried to apply the tag. Coming in to score is Rothwell. And moving up to third goes Johnston. It's going to be 5 runs scored in the top of the 7th. Runner on third, 2 away. As that one off of Jacqueline. Nice play from Tycho. She fires on. Nice stretch from Akey. They get her. Good reactionary play from Tycho as she was able to quickly adjust. That ball hit Jacqueline. Nice play from Tycho to end the inning. Humber gets 5. Coming up for the Conestoga Condors in the home half of the 7th. Going to be Smith, Kemper, and Schnarr.
DP number 9, Brooks Smith.
Smith set to get things started in the inning for the Condors. They trail by 9, 11-2 our score. Looks like a new pitcher coming into the game is going to be number 20, Angelina Bomberry. And she will be greeted by Smith to start the home half of the 7th. Conestoga looking to rally. First 2 bunt, pulling it back is going to be a ball 1. Charging hard was Veloci. I think that a lot in this game. Conestoga squaring early and then pulling it back might be a distraction tactic, seeing if they can draw the corner infielders in a little bit and boop one over their head. Swinging through that off-speed pitch was Smith. On deck, it looked like it's going to be veteran hitter Lexi Volkmar. And even in the hole, it looks like we're going to have another veteran, as that's going to be Toria Stevens. Ball 2 strikes the count on Smith. There's a pitch. That one chopped to first. It's going to be a foul ball. Just hopping over the line right before the base. Good looking swing nonetheless from Smith. Masterful performance from Hansen as she continued to be her dominant self in the circle for the Hawks. A number of Ks. Good start to her season. As that one going to be called a ball. Some of the Hawks looked like it might have thought it was strike 3. Nonetheless, full count on Smith. Now it's a full count on Smith as we are set to go. And a lead-off walk. Condors have a runner to start the 7th. Now it's going to be Lexi Volkmar.
And after the Condors, number 10, Lexi Volkmar.
Volkmar had a shortened season due to an injury early in September last year. She roared back with impressive numbers. Had 3 hits in the doubleheader against Sheraton when they came to town. It looks like a bluff run. First pitch called for a strike. Really never let that injury stop her. She played a key role in the leadership team for the Condors all season long. Looking to bounce back here this season and has all the tools to do so as she closes in on 50 career hits. And another bluff from Smith. Watching her back was LaRon. Volkmar has a lot of extra base hit in that bat as she reaches for that one and pokes it foul. One ball, 2 strikes here on Volkmar, one of the senior members of this team in her last year. She's set. There's the pitch. That one popped up. Couple players giving chase. It will land out of play. We're going to skip now. Smith takes off running. That throws high into center field. Going to be a swiped bag for Smith. Ball on Volkmar. There's that selective running and the speed that kills for the Condors. They now have a runner in scoring position. Volkmar still at the plate awaiting the pitch from Bomberry. That one going to be called straight through. That one looked a little low and inside as Volkmar gets punched out.
Number 20, Zariah Stevens.
Going to be the first out here in the 7th inning as Stevens now pinch hitting. That throw coming down. Smith is going to be out as she tried to take the base as that one skipped in the dirt. Quickly corralled by the catcher LaRon and fired on to third. Now there's 2 out for Stevens, who is pinch hitting for Kennedy Schnarr. Hickey relaying a little bit information to Stevens. We are set to go. According to this Pella with the bag as Stevens swings over top of that one. Stevens looking to keep it alive for the Condors in the 7th. There's the pitch. That one fired on. And a ball. Looks like Barber thought it was strike 3. Umpire disagree. We were set to do it again. There's the pitch. That one chopped foul by Stevens. She stays alive. Bomberry looking for the sign. She's got it. Here's the pitch. That one whipped back up the middle. Going to be a base hit for Stevens. Right off the bench, and she's got her first hit of the season. Single, put it right back where it came from. Conestoga has life here in the 7th.
Base number 8, Kira Aki.
And now they're going to pinch run. Schnarr coming in to run for Stevens. Great piece of hitting from Stevens. Down in the count, really battled back, spoiled some tough pitches, and was able to find something she liked and rip it right into center field. Aki set to go. It's going to be her third at bat. Bombay set to do it, trying to get out of it. Conestoga running on first. That one low in the dirt, smothered there by Laronde. Keeping Schnarr over at first. Schnarr had 9 stolen bases, never caught last season. See if they put her in motion. That one ripped to right field and caught on the run. That will retire Aki.
The Condors in the bottom of the 7th. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner was left on base. That'll do it for this first game.
And that's going to be the ball game. Humber going to win the opener 11-2. They finished with 13 hits. Conestoga had 3. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to the broadcast. We hope you have a great rest of your day. From all of us here at Bud Park, I'm Edison Kleski. We'll see you next time.